Grab some breakfast, honey.
I totally feel like he's the parent and I'm the kid.
Our marriage is much more caregiver, patient.
Start losing weight.
Penny done very well. She lost 40 pounds in heroin. We're going to see a pound of extra skin, and we take that, you'll be under 200 pounds.
That's right.
And then this is going to be an abnormal amount of weight on it. And the only way to correct this is for you to start losing weight.
Number 10, Pauline Potter. Pauline Potter, weighing between 643 to 599 pounds, experienced a weight loss of 44 pounds before opting for surgery. In one episode, she engaged in a discussion with Dr. Now, expressing discomfort in her stomach as the reason for her limited movement. Pauline's excessive weight and limited mobility have resulted in a heavy reliance on her son, Dylan. At the young age of 21, Dylan has taken on the role of a full-time caregiver, assuming responsibility for his mother's well-being.
Thanks, babe.
I have to stop and just take care of her and help her.
Dylan is 21 and his full-time job is taking care of me. Was that powerful enough to keep me this way?
Whether it's assisting her with dressing or handling grocery shopping, Dylan's life revolves around ensuring his mother's needs are met. The weight of this responsibility has had a significant impact on Dylan, preventing him from living a typical young adult's life. His selflessness and commitment to his mother's care underscore the profound influence Pauline's weight has had on both of their lives. Pauline acknowledges the seriousness of her food addiction, drawing parallels to other forms of addiction like drugs and alcohol. She recognizes the necessity of food for survival, but struggles to find a balance between nourishing her body and succumbing to her addictive behaviors. She often resorts to excuses, citing the demands of raising disabled children as justification for her overeating.
Oh, gosh. Oh, God.
I can't believe that I weigh almost 700 pounds.
So I see that you're 670 pounds.
Chips, or it could be cookies, or it could be ice cream. Even if I'm physically full,
Who buys those?
I'll send my son. But I know what you're gonna say, and it's really not.
So you already know the solution. You already know the answer. You already know the problem, but because weight loss surgery is only gonna limit what you're gonna eat, and you should go to a zero-carb diet. And I want you to lose.
While her role as a mother undoubtedly presents unique challenges, Pauline must confront the fact that her addiction and unhealthy relationship with food are primarily responsible for her current condition. The burden of Pauline's weight extends beyond physical implications. It carries a significant emotional weight as well. She feels trapped and overwhelmed by her own body, which impacts her relationships and strains her connections with loved ones. Dylan, who has devoted himself to her care, expresses frustration and sadness at witnessing his mother struggle. Pauline's food addiction not only hinders her own well-being, but also profoundly affects the lives of those closest to her. Recognizing the emotional weight she carries, Pauline embarks on a journey of self-reflection and introspection. She begins exploring the underlying emotional triggers contributing to her overeating. Through therapy and participation in support groups, Pauline learns healthier ways to cope with her emotions and develops strategies to address the root causes of her addictive behaviors. This process is demanding, requiring vulnerability and self-awareness. During the course of her weight loss journey, Pauline experiences stomach pain that hampers her physical activity. Dr. Now emphasizes the seriousness of her situation, expressing concern about her water retention and the need for immediate change. The doctor highlights that her weight gain suggests the necessity for urgent action. Given the severity of her condition, medical intervention becomes necessary. Pauline is admitted to the hospital for monitoring and a controlled diet to address her situation. Despite the unexpected hospitalization, Pauline expresses confidence in her ability to handle the situation independently and questions the doctor's level of concern.
Well, not right now, not this minute.
Why not?
Because I'm not dressed.
This is not fair. Yeah,
No, I'm not doing it right now.
This is not a picking and choosing thing. Pauline has been in the hospital, is biggest problem right now. Are you ready?
Ouch.
Able to make a lot of progress with Pauline weight loss. So I'm gonna discharge her now.
Number 9. Chuck Turner. Chuck Turner, weighing between 693 to 343 pounds, underwent surgery for one of his legs, resulting in significant weight loss. Both Chuck and his wife faced severe obesity, which ultimately led to their divorce. Chuck's weight had a profound impact on his relationship with his son. As a father, he yearns to engage in outdoor activities and create cherished memories with his son. Unfortunately, his excessive weight prevents him from doing so. Chuck can only manage a few seconds of playtime before becoming exhausted and needing to stop. This limitation is disheartening for both Chuck and his son, as they are unable to enjoy the typical father-son bonding experiences that many take for granted. Chuck's inability to actively participate in his son's life takes an emotional toll, leaving him with a deep sense of disappointment and regret. Additionally, Chuck's weight has negatively affected his marriage. The intimacy between him and his wife has dwindled, transforming the relationship into more of a caregiver-patient dynamic.
For his weight.
Honey,
Yes, ma'am.
are you cooking today?
Yeah, that's me. It's putting a lot of strain on my wife. Me leaving her behind, thought of leaving the baby behind, that hurts.
Physical intimacy becomes challenging, and the emotional connection becomes strained. Chuck's wife, burdened with the responsibilities of caring for Chuck and their son, expresses her feelings of being like a servant. Essentially, she finds herself raising 2 children, one of whom is a fully grown man. The emotional and physical strain on Chuck's wife is immense, adding further complexity to their already fragile relationship. The lack of intimacy and the role reversal within their marriage generate deep unhappiness and dissatisfaction. Despite acknowledging the need to lose weight, Chuck falls into the trap of seeking a quick fix through gastric bypass surgery. However, Dr. Now, a weight loss doctor, dispels Chuck's misconception. He explains that the surgery alone won't yield long-term success or sustainability. Dr. Now emphasizes the importance of addressing Chuck's eating habits and his overall relationship with food. Chuck initially agrees and appears committed to following Dr. Now's instructions. However, even before Dr. Now leaves the room, Chuck begins making excuses for his next indulgent meal. He justifies it as a final celebration before embarking on his weight loss journey. This journey reveals Chuck's lack of self-control and his tendency to use food as a coping mechanism. His cravings and overeating habits pose significant challenges that he must overcome for successful weight loss. Although Chuck initially shows enthusiasm and claims to be ready to do whatever it takes to lose weight, his actions contradict his own words. While he recognizes the negative impact of his weight on his life, he struggles to resist the allure of overeating. Chuck finds himself trapped in a cycle of disappointment and frustration. He despises his life and constantly feels miserable due to the physical discomfort caused by his excessive weight. However, his addiction to overeating hinders his progress. Chuck's commitment to change becomes questionable as he repeatedly succumbs to the temptation of consuming large quantities of food. His inability to control his cravings not only jeopardizes his own life, but also puts his relationships at risk, presenting a significant obstacle in his weight loss journey.
The thing doesn't work that way, okay? Surgery only does one thing. Keep it on. You do the same thing?
Everything's fast food. He'll bring me.
And not having time, all kind of excuses. You're gonna have to stop all that. Unless you get grasp on to be proactive, you need to lose some weight. You need to figure out what kind of eating disorder we got.
Number 8. Penny Sager. Meet Penny Sager, a participant on Season 2 of My 600-Pound Life, whose weight fluctuated between 530 and 490 pounds. Join us as we delve into the gripping account of Penny's extraordinary eating habits. Brace yourself for a chilling tale that's both disturbing and captivating. As Penny's journey unfolded, we were introduced to a formidable presence weighed down by a staggering 530 pounds, confined to her bed and reliant on constant oxygen. Seeking guidance from the renowned Dr. Now, little did we anticipate the shocking culinary spectacle that awaited. Penny's initial challenge was to shed enough weight to qualify for surgery, a daunting task that held us in suspense. Fueled by determination, she embarked on a roller coaster ride of triumphs and setbacks, keeping us on the edge of our seat. But what unfolded next left us in disbelief. We bore witness to Penny's clandestine dance with forbidden foods, an eerie spectacle that sent shivers down our spines.
It's like the last minute. We have to be in the vehicles in like no time. I'm going to be in the back of a van, actually on my house.
Crispy or grilled? Crispy or grilled?
Crispy.
Grilled?
Crispy.
Oh, I'm sorry. Not losing weight anymore. Penny must have somebody stinking their food. She figured out how to manipulate psychologically and cooperate and become a person that wants to get well.
Indulging in her guilty pleasures, she partook in a macabre feast. Fried delicacies became her unholy communion, savored with a disturbing sense of gratification. Even within the sterile confines of a hospital, the allure of greasy temptations proved irresistible. Yet, the horror didn't cease there. Penny's cunning escapades led her to fast food establishments where she ventured deeper into the shadows. Extra crispy chicken sandwiches became her sinister allies, luring her closer to the dark side. With each bite of chips, sodas, and candies, she descended further into the clutches of her addiction. Dr. Now, the beacon of hope, remained determined to rescue Penny from the abyss. However, his efforts encountered disconcerting resistance. Penny's intricate web of deceit ensnared her, turning her into a master of illusion. Missed appointments, evasive tactics, and stubborn refusals to face reality added to the insanity of her weight loss journey. Penny Sager's eating habits were highly detrimental to her health, contributing significantly to her obesity. She developed a notorious reputation for consuming copious amounts of junk food and sugary beverages on a regular basis. Her diet revolved around calorie-laden, fatty, and sugary fare, including chips, soda, candy, cookies, cakes, and fried foods. Penny's unhealthy eating habits extended beyond her meals. She incessantly snacked throughout the day, even in bed, perpetuating her sedentary lifestyle. Her food addiction became so severe that she resorted to stashing snacks within her bed, eliminating the need to get up and retrieve them from the kitchen. Despite being enrolled in a strict diet plan as part of her weight loss program, Penny struggled to exert control over her eating habits. She frequently succumbed to temptation, surreptitiously consuming additional food and persuading the nurses to bring her junk food, disregarding the potential health risks. This lack of discipline and commitment to the program ultimately hindered her weight loss progress, leading to her eventual departure from the show. Number 7. James L.B. Bonner. James L.B. Bonner, whose weight fluctuated between 640 to 300 pounds, faced numerous challenges in his journey towards improved health. One of the significant obstacles he encountered was his prosthetic leg, which had started to deteriorate and impeded his ability to walk even short distances, like going to the grocery store. However, James's determination and perseverance shone through as he transformed his life under the guidance of the renowned Dr. Nazaruddin. From a place of disappointment and despair, he emerged as a hopeful and content young man, profoundly impacting not only his own life, but also those around him. In 2013, prior to his appearance on the show My 600 Pound Life, James experienced a traumatic car accident that resulted in the tragic loss of his leg.
LB,
What?
come on right to the grocery store with me. I do everything for LB because he's my baby. He's my youngest, and
Dragging my life down to where I'm at now. I'm almost 30 years old living in my parents' garage. Barely doing anything leaves me breathing like I just got done running a 5K.
This life-altering event left him grappling with emotional turmoil, and he turned to food and alcohol as a coping mechanism. Unbeknownst to him, however, this destructive behavior only exacerbated his weight gain, and he found himself tipping the scales at a staggering 650 pounds. Recognizing the urgency to regain control of his health, James sought the assistance of Dr. Now, a renowned professional in the field. James embarked on his weight loss journey with unwavering determination, shedding enough pounds to qualify for gastric band surgery. Additionally, he made the courageous decision to confront his battle with addiction and embarked on a path to sobriety. With each milestone achieved, his weight steadily decreased, ultimately reaching 316 pounds. James's progress wasn't only visible, but also shared with his supporters through regular updates on his Facebook page, providing inspiration and hope to others facing similar challenges. However, amidst the joy and celebration of James's transformation, a heartbreaking turn of events unfolded. Tragically, James passed away, leaving his fans and loved ones devastated. It was a police officer from the Lexington County Sheriff's Department who discovered his lifeless body, responding to a welfare check prompted by a concerned individual who had reported their worries. The news of James's untimely demise serves as a poignant reminder of the profound struggles faced by individuals battling obesity and the complexities that accompany such journeys. While his weight loss achievements were undeniably remarkable, his story sheds light on the ongoing challenges and obstacles one may encounter even in the face of significant progress. James's passing serves as a sobering reminder of the importance of mental health support, consistent self-care, and the need for a comprehensive approach to weight loss that addresses both physical and emotional well-being. In memory of James L.B. Bonner, his transformative journey shows us the power of determination, resilience, and the pursuit of a healthier life. May his story inspire others to seek the necessary support and guidance while also raising awareness about the multifaceted nature of battling obesity and the importance of holistic care.
So my whole outlook's changed. I know for sure I never want to be the person I used to be.
Good work, because you're doing great.
I will. When it comes to food or alcohol again, I never want to fall back into that.
Now you can wrap your arms around him, can't you, D?
You look so good.
Great day.
Well, we know where to keep it wallet then.
Give me a hug. I ain't seen
Wait
you
a
in while.
minute.
I've had to add 3 belt loops and
Number 6. Brandon Scott. Brandon Scott, an individual who demonstrated remarkable resilience, embarked on a transformative journey to reclaim his health and reshape his life. Initially weighing over 718 pounds, Brandon faced numerous challenges and moments of doubt along the way. However, his unwavering determination and commitment to his well-being propelled him forward, resulting in an incredible weight loss of 383 pounds. As Brandon embarked on his journey, he encountered a pivotal moment of uncertainty at the airport en route to see Dr. Now.
27.
Yes.
So you lost 141 pounds in 2 months, huh?
Yes.
It's high protein and low carb, and it's limited to 1,200 calories a day. And what I want you to do...
Overwhelmed by the comments and stares from others, he was brought to tears. The weight of society's judgment threatened to derail his progress. Yet, with an unwavering spirit, he pressed on, recognizing that shedding a significant amount of weight was essential for the next phase of his life. Despite grappling with lymphedema, a condition categorized by swelling caused by a blockage in the lymphatic system, Brandon persevered. Dr. Nazaruddin's guidance and support played a crucial role in his success, enabling him to undergo the necessary surgery. Over the course of 12 months, Brandon made remarkable strides, shedding an impressive 383 pounds. His transformation serves as a testament to his resilience and unwavering commitment to his goals. Brandon's journey was further fortified by a strong support system, particularly his girlfriend at the time, Taylor Kuntz. Their partnership proved instrumental in his weight loss journey. Taylor not only supported and encouraged him throughout the process, but also joined him in adopting a healthier lifestyle. Their shared commitment to better health strengthened their bond, and eventually, Brandon proposed to Taylor. They're now happily married, residing together in Nashville, Tennessee, ready to embrace a future filled with newfound joy and vitality. Brandon, hailing from Columbus, Ohio, possesses a remarkable talent for singing and had aspirations of pursuing a career in music. However, His weight and food addiction had impeded his progress. Following his extraordinary weight loss, though, Brandon seized the opportunity to immerse himself fully in his music. He released a song titled Calling on Jesus and shared a cover of Walls Down featuring himself and Taylor. Brandon's musical talents were showcased in his episode on TLC's Where Are They Now, which aired on April 28, 2021. The episode featured several of his original songs, including Handcuffed to a Demon, I Prayed, The Proposal, and Facebook Official. Brandon's story serves as an inspiration, highlighting the power of determination, support, and a renewed sense of purpose. Through his resilience and commitment to reclaiming his health, he not only achieved a remarkable weight loss, but also reignited his passion for music, popping out some bangers along the way.
So you're down to 265 pounds today?
Yes, sir.
All right. So you lost over 450 pounds.
Yes, sir.
Almost twice as much as you weigh now.
That's right. Something to look at, you know.
Well, you had some up and down, but you stay with the program, the healing process.
Well, I'm thinking about moving to Tennessee, to Nashville, the Music City.
So if you have to do that, go ahead. And when you're ready for skin surgery, for recovery for the skin surgery, so we can do that and make sure.
Number 5, Tammy Lynn. Tammy Lynn, burdened by a broken spirit and an insatiable appetite, found herself trapped in an unhappy marriage and a body burdened by excess weight. Eager to break free from her isolation, she sought a path towards rediscovering life and becoming a better mother to her troubled son. At 591 pounds, Tammy made the decision to seek help from Dr. Nazaruddin, driven by a desire to transform her life. Tammy's struggles with overeating began in her childhood, rooted in the trauma of losing her father to a heart attack. The absence of emotional support from her mother further fueled her reliance on food as a source of comfort. As a Kentucky native, she embarked on her weight loss journey on the show with determination, shedding an impressive 40 pounds in just 1 month. Her commitment persisted, resulting in a remarkable weight loss of 246 pounds by the end of her episode.
Sweets.
So, how was your activity?
I don't do a whole lot. I get real short. Things like that, I don't do a whole lot.
But let's lift it up and let me take a look at it and see what's going on. Very heavy.
Yes.
Yeah, this is just than the body can handle. It has to find a place to store it. Some people gain all around situation with Tammy. She's almost 600 pounds, but most of her weight is collected that with all that tension and strain, that it can start to create some internal bleeding. Because if we remove the mass and she gains weight, it will not only start to come back, but...
Tammy's weight had taken a severe toll on her physical and emotional well-being. She described the daily challenges she faced, with her stomach nearly touching the floor upon getting out of bed, causing intense pressure throughout her body. The excess weight caused her belly to sag, leaving her feeling unbalanced and miserable within her own body. In the filming of her episode, Tammy struggled to rise from bed as her limbs strained under the weight she carried. Tammy's journey is a testament to her resilience and determination to reclaim her life. With the guidance and support of Dr. Nazaruddin, she embarked on a transformative path towards a healthier future. Her weight loss not only improved her physical well-being, but also reignited her spirit and sense of purpose. Tammy's ultimate goal was to become a better mother to her troubled son, breaking free from the constraints of her weight and re-establishing a fulfilling connection with him. Through her journey, Tammy learned the importance of addressing emotional trauma, seeking support, and adopting healthier habits. Her courage and perseverance serve as an inspiration to others facing similar struggles. Tammy's story highlights the transformative power of self-reflection, determination, and the support of a dedicated medical team, paving the way for a brighter and healthier future. Number 4, Christina Phillips. Christina Phillips has embarked on a remarkable journey, transforming her life from being over 600 pounds to achieving a weight well below 200 pounds. This incredible transformation has opened up new possibilities for her, including unexpected activities both she and her fans could never have anticipated. In 2014, Christina Phillips, a native of Mississippi, had the opportunity to undergo gastric bypass surgery with the renowned Dr. Now from the television show My 600-Pound Life. At just 22 years old, Christina's weight exceeded over 600 pounds, making even simple tasks like walking from one room to another a struggle that left her out of breath. Trapped within her own body, she expressed her desire for change and the dissatisfaction with her circumstances. For over 2 years, she hadn't even stepped outside her house, further isolating herself from the world. Christina had battled with her weight for a long time, and as an adult, her mother and husband Zach enabled her overeating habits by frequently buying her fast food meals.
I just worry about her so much. I got this.
Me personally, I believe it's a calling from God to take care of somebody. I have to take care of Christina in the forms of cleaning her. She even goes to the bathroom, I have to.
Who bring you the food? Who does all the cooking? And so that become your permanent job, take care of her.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Does her weight loss?
No, I don't.
I guarantee you. I need to see you lose 30 pounds next month. Get you in best shape for doing the surgery.
Determined to break free from her predicament, Christina sought the guidance of Dr. Now, who emphasized the importance of losing weight before considering her as a candidate for life-saving gastric bypass surgery. Despite the challenges she faced, Christina managed to shed over 250 pounds, leading to the successful procedure. Her dedication paid off as she continued to lose an astonishing 500 pounds, ultimately reaching the goal of 185 pounds. Christina's episode stands out as one of the most triumphant stories in the history of the show, captivating the hearts of many fans. However, life after her season aired in 2014 was far from perfect. During a Where Are They Now special in 2015, viewers learned that Christina had managed to maintain her weight loss but was now grappling with a different set of obstacles. Anxiety surrounding potential weight gain plagued her, leading to periods of extreme self-restriction. Despite no longer weighing 700 pounds, she still felt trapped within the mindset of her former self. Fortunately, Christina received valuable advice to seek therapy to address her mental health concerns and underwent skin removal surgery. Additionally, she faced significant challenges in her personal life as her husband Zach proved unsupportive of her transformation, resulting in their divorce. Christina candidly referred to their past relationship as exploitative. However, she found solace in the knowledge that brighter days were ahead. Just a year after sharing her struggles with mental health and the end of her marriage, Christina resurfaced with a newfound positivity and zest for life. Far from the confines of her home, she revealed to People magazine in 2017 that she had reclaimed her life. Previously unable to walk even a short distance without feeling overwhelmed, Christina now felt capable of accomplishing anything she set her mind to. Her gratitude for a second chance at life was evident as she expressed her joy and newfound ability to participate in 5K races and pursue dreams once deemed unattainable. Expanding her family was another dream come true for Christina. Previously, her weight prevented her from experiencing a healthy pregnancy. However, in 2021, she welcomed a son named Ethan. In 2022, Christina delighted her followers on Facebook with more exciting news. She was expecting her second child, another boy, in September. The unwavering support from her dedicated fans throughout her journey was a source of joy and encouragement for Christina.
Gain weight because you feel comfortable with your eating.
We haven't been able to cook.
That's part of your diet when you're 700 pounds. So granted, they hand you all those foods.
They didn't enable her to do this.
How are we going to get her away from you?
Number 3. Casey King. Casey King, a reality star who once weighed a staggering 845 pounds, has undergone a remarkable transformation, shedding almost 2/3 of his body weight through a rigorous exercise and diet plan spanning 4 years. In 2018, at the age of 38, Casey underwent bariatric surgery, a procedure that played a pivotal role in his weight loss journey. The Georgian native, who appeared on the TLC reality series Family by the Ton, struggled with the physical and emotional challenges of his excessive weight.
Which one's Dr. Pepper? You have to
You have to look in and say, he'll tell me what to get him. And
I have bad news. You did not get your right order.
are you kidding me?
No, you didn't.
He is old, and you know, he ought to be taking responsibility more than what he's doing.
Okay. But I don't mind overeating and just going and throwing up in the bathroom. No big deal. It's all coming back out. It did.
Clothes were too tight and restrictive, forcing him to be filmed naked for the show. Casey openly admitted his unhealthy relationship with food, stating, "I will just eat till I'm lifeless." His daily routine consisted of waking up around noon, immediately indulging in food, and then spending the rest of the day engaged in sedentary activities such as watching TV and playing video games. The lack of physical activity perpetuated his weight gain. Throughout the series, Casey revealed that he had been a big kid since his high school years, weighing around 300 pounds upon graduation. Working in restaurants further contributed to his overeating habits. Eventually, he quit his job and moved in with his father, where his weight spiraled out of control, reaching a staggering 845 pounds. The excessive weight made even basic tasks like bathing incredibly challenging for Casey. Unable to fit into a regular-sized shower or bath, he resorted to cleaning himself in an outdoor trough on his father's deck. The process was arduous, requiring him to maneuver his body, lift up folds and flabs of skin, and rely on his father's assistance to reach and clean certain areas. Seeking a solution, Casey met with surgeon Dr. Charles Proctor Jr., who informed him that he needed to lose weight before being considered for bariatric surgery. With the help of his mother, Casey began his weight loss journey, following a healthier diet and incorporating physical movement into his daily routine. His mother's strict control over his diet often tested his resolve, and he confessed to occasionally contemplating cheating. Nevertheless, he recognized the necessity of the changes he was making. Ultimately, Casey underwent a vertical sleeve gastrectomy, a surgical procedure that reduced the size of his stomach. This transformation allowed him to consume smaller portions of food, resulting in a significant weight loss. From 700 pounds, he dropped to 631 pounds following the surgery. He remained committed to his weight loss regimen in the subsequent years, diligently working towards a healthier lifestyle. Number 2. Leigh-Anne Riena. Leigh-Anne Riena's journey on My 600 Pound Life has been a roller coaster of challenges and triumphs. When they first appeared on the show, they weighed 714 and 540 pounds respectively. Interestingly, they met while staying at a bariatric rehabilitation center where Leigh was roommates with Riena's brother Michael. Riena would visit her brother regularly, and over time, she and Leigh developed a strong bond and eventually became a couple. However, the rehabilitation center didn't allow romantic relationships between residents, forcing Leigh-Anne Riena to make a difficult decision. They chose love over treatment and left the center. Since then, they have remained committed to each other, facing their weight loss journey together. Under the guidance of Dr. Now, Leigh-Anne Riena embarked on a transformative path. They traveled to Houston to start Dr. Now's program, and their efforts paid off. In their follow-up episode in 2019, it was revealed that both Leigh-Anne Riena had adhered to Dr. Now's diet and successfully lost nearly half of their initial weight.
At the hospital, you were down to 546. So you lost only 9. She hasn't even had her bypass yet. What in the world is going on with you?
I guess I'm a gastric bypass,
To
yes.
lose weight.
To lose weight.
And you're not losing weight.
Things, I mean...
We gave you the instruction that you need to follow, and you're not following. How in the
I
world
don't
did
see
somebody
how I'm playing any game. I throw up constantly. I eat what I can...
do when you overeat now?
I think my problem is I'm holding a lot of fluid. I can't hardly pee.
You don't know. And you think that you're not eating and you're getting
I don't want to get malnourished either.
It means the surgery is working to hold you back when you make bad choices.
Leigh weighed 411 pounds, while Riena weighed 278 pounds. Their progress was commendable, and they demonstrated unwavering dedication to the process and to each other. However, their story took an unexpected turn when Riena posted a now-deleted message on Facebook expressing her disappointment in Leigh's infidelity. She referred to him as a cheater and marked herself as single on the social media platform. Leigh, in response, uploaded a picture of himself with another woman, seemingly confirming the breakup. This turn of events garnered criticism from fans of the show and other My 600 Pound Life stars. But the story doesn't end there. Despite their split, Lee and Rena found their way back to each other just a few weeks later. In June of 2019, Rena updated her Facebook relationship status to "in a relationship," indicating their reconciliation. Lee followed suit, and they even shared a new photo together, indicating that they had reunited. Throughout their journey, Rena faced various health complications, while Lee became frustrated with the weight loss process. However, their determination and commitment prevailed, leading to a complete transformation in their lives. Rena opened up about her childhood struggles and how food became a source of comfort, leading to her excessive weight gain. Lee, too, shared the hardships he endured growing up, including exploitation, which led him to turn to food for solace. In their 2019 follow-up episode, it was evident that Lee and Rena had made significant progress. They diligently followed Dr. Now's diet plan and successfully shed a substantial amount of weight. Lee's weight had dropped to 411 pounds, and Rena had achieved a weight of 278 pounds. Number 1. Doug Armstrong. Weighing a staggering 685 pounds, Doug faced daily struggles and relied heavily on his wife Ashley for assistance. He carried a sense of guilt and shame, fearing that Ashley would eventually reach her breaking point. Juggling the responsibilities of raising their 4-year-old child and newborn twins while caring for her husband, Ashley's love for Doug was evident but also exhausting. In reflecting on his past, Doug revealed a tumultuous youth. With his father serving in the military and his mother absent, Doug and his brother were left in the care of their grandparents. However, their father brought in various caregivers, and it was during this time that Doug experienced physical exploitation at the age of 8. Seeking solace, he turned to food, igniting a lifelong struggle with weight gain. By 7th grade, Doug had already weighed 200 pounds, and by 18, he had reached 350 pounds. After his divorce, he spiraled into a deeper depression and turned to methamphetamine overdosing, which lasted for 2 years. Fortunately, Doug managed to break free from the drug and rekindle his relationship with Ashley. However, his food addiction persisted, leading him to reach a weight of around 660 pounds. Realizing the changes were necessary, Doug sought the help of Dr. Now in Houston. Shockingly, he discovered that his weight had risen to 685 pounds. Dr. Now set a goal for Doug to lose 50 pounds in the first month to qualify for weight loss surgery. Although he fell short of the goal, the setback fueled his commitment to the program. By the end of the second month, Doug had lost a total of 84 pounds and was approved for the surgery. Following the successful procedure, Doug's weight loss progress was slower than expected. Despite only shedding 19 pounds in nearly 2 months, he remained determined. As instructed by Dr. Now, Doug underwent psychotherapy to confront the emotional pain from his childhood and address his mother's abandonment. By the end of the first year, Doug had achieved an impressive weight loss of 222 pounds.
Very good. To refrain from overeating for a month isn't easy. They can shed a lot of weight quickly when they start a limited diet, and get under 600. Okay?
Great.
I'll see you soon.
Thank you.
Doug's journey continued on the spin-off series Where Are They Now?, where he aimed to lose more weight and undergo excess skin removal surgery. Unfortunately, he experienced a setback during the first 2 months of the second year, gaining 6 pounds instead of losing the intended 50. Dr. Now reprimanded Doug for deviating from the prescribed vegetarian diet. In response, Doug initially canceled appointments, but eventually resumed his commitment to the program after Dr. Now's encouragement. With the support of therapy and his wife, he managed to get back on track, shedding 79 pounds over 2 months and surpassing the 400-pound milestone. This progress qualified him for the first of several skin removal surgeries, during which 7 pounds of excess skin and fatty tissue were removed from his arms. Throughout his journey, Doug expressed feelings of guilt and the burden his weight placed on his family. His son Cooper longed for his father's active participation and felt disheartened when his weight prevented him from joining in family activities. Recognizing the love he had for his family and his desire to be more present in their lives, Doug acknowledged the need for help and became determined to make a change not only for his own health, but also for the well-being of his family. That's all for this video, folks. See you next time.